Good morning, and I'm out in the Huron greenhouse today, and I just wanted to give you a peek at how these crops are coming along. And of course, you know, it'll be a little bit of time with the weather here, but they'll be coming online here pretty darn soon. So I wanted to give you a peek at what we got here. Beautiful quarter lines coming on, and those will be moving into current for shipping in a week or so. But please be careful on these crops that I'm showing you, because you need to protect them at 40 degrees. But hey, let's take a walk through the greenhouse. So the guys have a rack here pulled for me on samples, because they're hung up in the bloomerang system, so you can kind of see what the quarter lines look like. Nice full plants. The one we're going to see later on in the block is this is bamboo rufa, and again, nice full plants there. And down here we have a juga. Those look gorgeous. And then we'll see all the colors on the heuchera as we see them in the block, but you can kind of see these are gorgeous plants, would add a lot of nice color. But again, you got to be careful, you got to protect these. So here I'll just give you a peek at part of the crop on our Bernera. And again, these plants are coming along nicely, they're can full, they're looking really good. Here's a peek at that Bernera. You can see nice full containers. Again, I think Jack Frost is moving into the current, and Silver Heart will be following, but they need a little more time. But you can see here, Berneras are looking good. So I'm in one of the houses of Digitalis, and we have some split crops on these. But this is the crop that we're shipping now, and I can kind of come in here and show you. These are our 3 gallons, and you know, the buds are right in there. They haven't come up quite yet, but they're down in the base. They're looking great. So this is our 3-gallon Digitalis. And then I'm going to pan over here to show you. Here's our crop of 19 centimeters. And again, the 19 centimeters are the same. Usually lavender and some of the other ones are up a little farther than others, but these are looking good. So again, more 3-gallon Digitalis, and I just wanted to come in there and show you. They're just starting to come in, so I mean, they're down, the buds are down in there, and that's kind of where you want to be with these, because you know, you can get them shipped into you, and you got a bunch of shelf life on them. But really nice full plants here, and they're available to ship. However, I would be careful on these that you have provisions to protect them under 40 degrees. So I'm down in our fern house here, and you can see they're coming along nicely. They were planted last summer actually, so they're just putting heat to them and warming them up and getting them going. So first off here, we're looking at the ghost fern, and nice full heavy 19 centimeters. Well, here we're in the Autumn Brilliance fern section here, and you can kind of see how the fronds are starting to open up, and these are looking really good. They're coming along nicely. This is Fern Brilliant Autumn. So the next block of ferns here again to show you is the tassel fern. You know, zoom in there, you can see that 19 centimeters, nice can full, looking really good. Tassel fern. So this block here that we're looking at is another popular one. This is Japanese painted fern, and again, full 19 centimeters. We put the heat to them. They got nice roots to them, looking good. You can see in this house what a difference the heat makes, and you know, they turned the heat up on these, and we got some nice looking plants here that are breaking growth, so we'll see those move into our current shipping stage here real soon. So this block we're looking at is robust male, and this one's a little bit farther along, and these are also moving into our current, and you can see how quickly these fronds are opening up, filling this container out. Robust male. So last on the list to look at here is Lady in Red, and again, you can see how these are starting to open up quickly. The fronds are up and starting to unfurl, so these will be filling out very shortly. But I just wanted to give you an update and a crop update on how the ferns are progressing here for you. Here we have an ostrich fern, and I caught one, they're pulling as a sample here for me, and you can see here fronds are opening up. This one's really coming along quick. So here I'm in one of our heuchera houses here, and you can see the mass of color, and these are great looking plants. And the photos that on the crops that are moving to current will be on the portal and on our crop picks here next week. But I did want to show you this. It's nice color, and these would be arriving at garden centers here real soon. Next week's going to be a little cold, so you know, if you get them in, you might want to give them a little extra protection. But this is awesome looking color here, guys. As I'm walking through the greenhouse here, I wanted to show you some of these heuchera, and this one is a proven winner selection in it's wild rose, and you can see the stunning color on those. Handful, looking good. They're coming up nicely. Here we got the nice dark rich color. This one is black coral. Here we have a nice yellow, and this is a newer one to the mix. This one is lemon love. You can see again, these are really nice full plants, got a lot of nice color to them. Lemon love. Here's an old favorite. This one is Carmel, and again, nice rich deep colors on these, and full containers. Just panning over there, you can see they fill the can nicely, and the guys are doing their job keeping these crops looking good. So we'll be shipping in the weeks ahead. Here in a block of the bamboo rufa that I showed you earlier, and you can see nice 19 centimeter plants, and you know, these are very hardy. They're a clumping variety and not running, so you won't have that issue, and their root hardiness is like a zone 4, so very hardy there. Nice looking plants, bamboo rufa. Another deep rich color, and this is an old favorite. This one is called plum pudding, and I think you can see here the nice size to the containers. Great color, plum pudding. Well, as you can see, the greenhouse is going to be loaded with seasonal color coming up here. Here we got our 19 centimeter mandavillas, and they're coming up nicely. They're starting to come up to trellis, and you know, the plan is to move these forward in another week to 10 days, so we're right on target with these. They're going to be nice mandavillas. This one I wanted to show you. I know that we're not going to ship them for a few weeks here, but this is a new musa called Truly Tiny, and this is great if you want to put something in a patio. Nice size for that, and it stays nice and small, so it's not going to get tall and out of control, but you get all this beautiful foliage. This is one to consider, and again, about 2 weeks we'll be looking at shipping these, but this is a new one to consider, Truly Tiny. So here's another nice tropical plant to look at for the future, and this is Cissus vine. Would you believe that's a 19 centimeter? Look at that gorgeous vine. Here's another tropical to look at, and this is Brugmansia. And this is the variegated form here. You can see nice full 19 centimeters. It has a trumpet-like flower that comes out later in the season. So these are coming along nicely. Again, in a couple of weeks, these will be really ready to go. Looking good, Brugmansia. Here, just an update on the colocasia, alocasia. You can see here again, the crops are coming along nicely. They're doing a fantastic job of growing them, getting them all ready to go. So what we're trying to do here is just kind of be cognizant of the weather and letting them finish just a little more. Beautiful plants though. So I'm here with our tropical grower Joe here, and he's going to talk about some new plants on the market. What do you got there?
We have Maui Sunrise. This is a new variety for us this year. You can see this little bit of yellow. Eventually you'll have a nice yellow line right down the middle.
So Joe, how tall does this get?
This gets about 6 feet. It's a taller one.
Nice looking plant.
Next up we have Tea Party. This is another new variety for us this year. Nice dark purple leaf, and it really cups up nice. That's where there's an older variety named Tea Cup, and this is a newer version of it.
Nice looking plants for next year.
Another new one for this year. This is called Black Goblet. This one gets real big. This is an 8-footer.
Cool.
And this is another new variety for us this year called Serendipity. If you like the little guys, stays nice, short, and compact. Got a real dark green leaf with a little bit of blue in it.
What do you got there, Joe? That looks like a new one.
This is Kuching Mask. This is another fairly new. We had a little bit last year. Now we upped the growing quantity on them. Very nice variety. It's got some veination to it. Real solid, sturdy base at the trunk.
Looks like it's got a little bit glossy leaf too.
Very glossy leaf, yeah.
How tall does that one get?
This one's about a 4 to 5 footer. And the last one we're growing, I'm going to show you today, is Sumo. This one came out about 2 years ago. We trialed it. We're very happy with the results. Nice plant. It's got more of a pointed leaf to it. This is Sumo.
So Joe, I know you're with me today, and we're been teasing people, talking about all these beautiful tropicals that you're growing. And you know, I'm in the greenhouse here, and I see you're in short sleeves. And so what kind of things do we talk about when, you know, with tropicals and annuals? Typically, we wouldn't move those on for a couple more weeks. So I guess, what's your holding temperatures, and what do we have to worry about if we ship them?
Right now we're growing them at around 65 to 70 degrees. You would not want to ship you got to keep them 50 and above. Get them below 50 degrees, they're going to be a little angry at you. They might not die right away, but they're not going to look pretty the next morning.
All right, well, that's good advice, Joe, and I know that you'll keep track of these and keep them looking good till that time comes. But again, I'm just trying to give them a sneak peek. We got a few of these to sell. You can get them booked, and we'll get them out on your trucks in a couple weeks.
That sounds like a great plan, Dan.
So here's a peek at some of our other Musa here that you can see. They're coming along nicely, and you know, they're on track for a week or two down the road. I'm just going to pan here so you can see the crops are doing fine. And again, the guys are doing a great job growing them, getting them ready to go for the 2 or 3 weeks down the road. We'll have a great crop to ship to you.